Hey, good morning, athletes. Welcome to Train, Travel, and Try. It is day 3 on the Big Island. Yesterday, long run effort. Today, for me, it's the long bike effort. So, what I have in store is about 60 miles on the Queen K. Very blessed to be able to go do this bike raid. That is where the World Championships race is at. So, it's very, very cool. Awesome opportunity to get on the Queen K and get some miles in. So 60 miles, the goal is 2 loops, just like with the run. Instead of doing a long out and back, I'm going to do about 30-mile-ish loops, somewhere in that range. So I get to the 60, 65-mile mark. What that will allow me to do is come back to home base, restock up on hydration, restock up on fuel, reapply sunscreen, all of these different elements that's going to make the rest of not only my day, but my trip much more enjoyable. While I am out crushing that bike ride, Claudia is going to be hitting the gym. So she's got another gym session, and then she's going to follow that up with a workout. So make sure you stick with us to the end, because afterwards we are going to take you to one of our all-time favorite beaches here on the Big Island of Hawaii. Cheers. All right, athletes, I'm out here on the Queen K. I'm about 12 miles into this first loop. Gonna keep heading up north, but just wanted to stop and say, this is my first time on this stretch of the Queen K, and it is fast as lightning. This asphalt is unbelievable. Sunday morning, so there's barely any cars out here. Just an absolute dream. Weather-wise, cloud cover, just fired up, man. And if you're liking this video, please hit the like button, subscribe. And if you want to fire someone up, share this video with them. Let's crush the rest of this ride. I'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, we're halfway on this first loop. I decided to do 20 out. It's just too good. I would keep going, but the reality is my wife's back at the condo. You don't need to make people worry unnecessarily. So I'm just going to crush my favorite snack that I talked about earlier, Rice Krispie treat. I'm taking some more fluids and I'll flip it around. That'll give me 40 miles, and then the last 20 I might just do some like short loops around town, just something nice and fun. But just amazing out here. What a beautiful day. Sun's starting to come up. Sweat factor is really high. So we'll wrap up this loop and then I'll check back in with everybody. All right, so I am 40 miles in, about 2 hours in. So got another 20, 25 miles to go. Just going to refuel. Definitely was feeling amazing. And then the last 5 or 10 miles, I could feel probably the salt that was leaving my body due to the sweat rate. Once that starts happening, energy starts coming down. So again, that's why we do loops oftentimes, so we can come back, Powerade, Red Bull, restack up the hydration, get a little bit of rest, check in with the wife so everyone knows that you're safe. And now I'm just going to strap back up and get back out there. So let's dig in. All right, bike recap. Just wrapped up the ride. 65 total miles, about 2,000 feet of climbing, 3 hours and 30 minutes moving time, start to finish. It was an awesome ride. Had a great time out there on the Queen K. That's actually the longest bike ride I've done here on the Big Island. Looking forward to doing another ride on the Queen K a little bit later this week. So that really checks all the boxes on the big efforts for this trip. I got the 2,600 meter swim in, 7-mile run. That was the one disappointment, but then we got 65 miles on the bike today. So 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Remember, perfect is the enemy of good. For all of us non-professionals, age groupers, middle of the packers, we're not trying to be the best or the fastest. We're just trying to stay fit, happy, and healthy. So the rest of the day, Claudia and I are going to load up the car, hit the grocery store, and then head up to one of our favorite beaches. It is Sunday, so the beach is going to be packed. So we are deliberately picking one that's got a very large parking lot so we don't have to rush there or be worried. So we'll spend the rest of the afternoon there, and then we'll catch up with you in a little bit.